Hey, devotioners, how are you? Happy Tuesday. We're not going to have our formal devotion like we normally do, but I just want to still touch base with you this evening and just to encourage you and to lift you up in this season that we are in. So I really hope everyone is doing absolutely well. And so last night we started the journey of asking God to close the door in areas of our lives. And I think it's very, very important in the season that we're in. If we're going to attain the things that God has for us, we're going to have to be intentional about what we let in. Amen. And I know sometimes it's hard for us to close the door because of our own selfish desires. And sometimes we believe that we can handle certain things. But from experience, there's some things that we just can't handle on our own, and we need the intervention of the Lord. And so I just behoove you, and I just want to encourage you tonight that if you are going to ascend to the place that God desires for you, you have to ask God to shut the door. There are reasons why we close the door. And one of them that I want to just briefly talk about tonight is for our own security. Ask God to shut the door. When Noah, there was a reason why God shut the door in the ark, was for their security, because he wanted to preserve life. Right? He allowed the animals to go in 2 by 2, male and female, to preserve life after the flood. That's what he did. And I really can't wait to get into it tomorrow, God's willing. But many times God shut the door for certain situations in our lives to preserve us. To preserve us. We don't see it right now. We don't understand it right now. God, why am I locked up in this place? Why do I feel like this? But it's for your preservation. Sometimes we don't like the valley, but it's for your preservation, because there he's restoring you. And so I'm learning to accept the closed doors, because it's preserving my life, my character, my integrity, the longevity of what God is calling me into, and the same for you. So let him close the door. Let him close the door. Because if the animals and if Noah had access to opening the door, they would have been opening the door every second, and water would have been rushing into the ark, and it would have been dangerous, and those animals would have crept out of the ark, and they would have drowned. So God is intentional about what he is doing, and so must we. So must we be intentional to fall into the will of God, because he knows the end from the beginning. Curiosity would have taken over Noah and his family to want to open up the ark to see, did the rain stop? How far is the water? Curiosity, and it would have caused danger. It would have endangered their lives and endanger the life of the animals that the Lord was preserving for after the flood. So you don't know why God is doing what he's doing in your life, but allow him to do it. Allow him to shut the door to some things. Give him access to shut it, because I know our curiosity would want to open and peek out, but it will cause mass damage and impede on what God intends to accomplish. So I'm learning. And so I want to encourage you. Let the door stay closed. Let it stay closed. We're going to explore some more of this tomorrow. God's willing, we'll go a little bit deeper into this study that the Lord has just opened up. And I believe you're going to be blessed by it. But even now, in this moment, as you can just even imagine what God is doing, the things that you don't fully understand, and why it seems like some people are out of your life and some people are in your life, and it's just this ebb and flow of things, and especially the relationships that you want to hold on to so dearly, and you just find that no matter how hard you try, it's just it's just not coming back the way that it once was. But God has a plan for what it's supposed to be. Let him do the work. Let him do the work. Right? Let the chapter be closed on that, so God can write you a new script. And when it's all said and done, it's gonna work out for your good. All right, so God bless you tonight, and continue to ask the Lord to close the door of some of these internal battles that we are facing: unforgiveness, pride, jealousy, malice, and grudge, and all the things that we are struggling with: insecurity, fear, anxiety, all the things. Ask the Lord to shut the door and to open the door of possibility and love into our lives. We'll talk soon, everybody. Bye now.